Greetings. Today I just want to speak to you concerning the 100-fold technique that you can definitely use to live the abundant life, to live your life whichever way you want it to be. And this technique has been hidden in a parable. For the entire Bible is actually a parable, and it all have to do with the human psyche. Therefore, you are the sower and the reaper. And so, as a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. And as you sow, so shall you reap, is actually saying the same thing. So, what you believe about yourself when you are actually speaking to yourself, that will never be hidden. It must one day bring forth fruit. Now, if you understand the principle and you believe everything I've just said to you, then you can deliberately create your reality consciously and receive 100-fold. So, in the parable of the sower, it tells you some of the seed, and seed represent your thought forms. Some fell among thorns, and some fell among stony grounds, but there are those that fell on good ground. Now, if you want your seed or your thoughts to fall on good ground, then you have to first of all take care of nature or what you're going to use to sow your seed. Therefore, you have to take care of your mind. You have to understand how the mind works. And then you would realize that everything was first a thought, everything was first an idea, and everything was first imagined. And this is how imagination comes in. This is how visualization comes in. And this is the technique. The technique is you visualizing yourself living in the time of harvest. So your time of harvest is where you're living from the end. Because as you look and you see all of nature, you see every fruit tree. The value of the fruit tree is in the harvest time. But when the process is taking place, you're not seeing it. Okay, but you're seeing signs that is telling you that fruit is coming. So too, when you go into visualization and you visualize your life whichever way you want it to be, you will not immediately see these things taking place, but they're happening in the invisible world. So, my brother, my sisters, this technique is you finding a quiet time, night after night, at least 10 to 15 minutes before you go to bed, and you reading and visualizing. So you're going to read your affirmation that you would have written down, that which you desire, and you must be very much definite about it. Then you must visualize the harvest. You must realize also that you are the sower and that you are the reaper. So when you're visualizing the end, see yourself as the reaper, and you're reaping the harvest because you would have sown the seed. So my brother, my sisters, you might say to yourself, that is so simple, I've heard it before. But I'm saying to you that God hides himself in simplicity and reveals himself in simplicity. That is why most people do not know that the self of man is God, and that God and man are one, and that God and man is man's imagination. Everything that is happening in your waking life, you would have one time or the other imagine it. You would have one time or the other set it in motion. You are the sower and you are the reaper. So use Matthew chapter 13 verses 1 to 8 to help you to understand why it's a parable and it's been hidden from certain people. But you're fortunate to get the message of self-realization. You're fortunate to get the technique that you must use to create your reality consciously. You're fortunate to walk with the law of consciousness. So basically, this technique just means you understanding the law of consciousness and you work with the law of consciousness and you using your imagination to create your reality consciously. But you doing it with the understanding that you are the sower and that you are the reaper. So when you know that you are the sower and you are the reaper, you see yourself as a spiritual farmer. So you go and sleep every night. You can do it for 14 nights. You can do it for 21 nights. You can do it for even 7. Or you can do it for an entire month. But as you sow, so shall you reap. And those of you who are listening to me and who's familiar with the work of Neville Goddard, you will have seen that Abdullah taught him the same principle of sowing and reaping. And so he was sowing night after night for an entire month to make his trip to Barbados, having no work and having no money. But yet Abdullah told him he have already gone to Barbados and he would have gone there first class in a time of a great depression. And right now people are facing inflation. And I'm saying to you, it's the same power. There's nothing new under the sun. And he had to sleep in his mother's home in Barbados while he was residing in New York. It is you doing the same thing. You living from the place of your wish already fulfilled. Be the reaper. Be the one who is benefiting the harvest of his own thought farms. Be a receiver and believe that you're worthy of it. Believe that you're deserving of it. You being very thankful and accept it. The fact that you take the time to do it is the most important thing and is the most powerful thing. You've been encouraged to be a doer and not just a hearer. Don't try to be perfect. Just do it. Have fun doing it night after night. So with that being said, my brothers and my sisters, I just want to thank you very much for listening to me. I want to say to you, this is just a reminder. You will have heard this over and over and over again, but it's a reminder to help you to go to bed more consciously and experience Job chapter 33 verses 14 to 16 for yourself, and experience Matthew 6:6 also for yourself, what it means to go into the secret place and speaking to the Father who is in secret, whereby you're not praying like the hypocrites who like to be seen and heard. Okay, so my brother, my sister, results don't lie. What is gonna cause you to just put what I'm saying to work in your life and prove it for yourself? So let me come to a close and let me see if this is the very first time that you're listening to me and what I'm saying, if it makes sense to you, if it really resonates with you and you haven't subscribed already, I'm definitely encouraging you to subscribe, to like, to comment, and to share this video. Also, if you'd like to follow me on Instagram, I'd like to follow me on TikTok, you can follow me at Black Man Guru. Also, I'll definitely encourage you to get my latest book. It's called Spiritual Recipe for Better Living. And that's where I open up the Bible from all different angles for you, opening it up metaphysically, esoterically, and psychologically, and showing you how to live a better life, how to live a life of abundance and prosperity, because you understand that your real identity is your divinity and you understand the Bible esoterically. Okay. Also, if you like to be a part of my Patreon community, you're most welcome, and there's enough information there based on whatever tier you choose to donate from. There's enough information there for everyone. However, for those who are donating at least $20 or more, you have access to my course. It's called the Inner Sun, It's called the Inner Sun Science and Technology to Create Your Reality Consciously. And along with that is a bonus course and self-concept. So if you feel strongly led to listen to those videos, I'll definitely encourage you to do so. Also, if you'd like to have a one-on-one with me, you can reach out to me by way of email, and once we come to a conclusion, we can definitely work together. But just before I leave, I just want to remind you that if you feel strongly led to support this work, that we have a PayPal, and the link is always down below. So with that being said, my brother and my sisters, I just want to say peace, love you all, out.